So hello and welcome back to Test Drive Thursday. Today we're taking a look at the Roman Diesel version 1 by Madster. Now I've been looking forward to review this for a while, so let's get started by taking a look at all of the customization. Okay, so here we are inside the truck configurator. So starting off with the cabin, we've only got one to choose from, I'm afraid. Onto the chassis, we got a 4x2 or a 6x2. As you can see, I do think it looks like the truck sits a lot better with the 6x4. Sorry if I said 6x2 then. I did mean 6x4. I just think it's got a much better stance and it looks a lot more purposeful on the road than the 4x2. In this format, it just seems a little bit small and boxy, especially when you park it next to a modern day truck. Now the engines, even though they seem small, they are really powerful. I don't know if you've seen my cheap truck heavy trailer video with this truck. I did this engine, 192 horsepower, 585 newton meters of torque, and we comfortably hauled a 45 ton trailer with this. So yeah, it's pretty impressive. Definitely go and have a look at that video. I'll try to link it in the end credits. I really enjoyed making it, so go and check that out if you haven't already. But as I said, 3 to choose from. They do slightly change the grille, which is nice, which is a nice detail with the engine designation here. Or you can go for this sort of slat look. But yeah, you get Roman Diesel on there. 215 horsepower, 655 newton meters, or you can opt for a turbo, bringing it up to 256 horsepower with almost 800 newton meters, which it will be pretty interesting. Now I definitely recommend going for the 12 speed if you go for the 192. I'm not too sure what these are like. I'm going to test them out. Oh, in fact, I didn't notice that. Slight differences at the back when you get the turbo as well. Yeah, I'm not sure what these are like, these transmissions, but yeah, especially if you're sort of hauling a heavy trailer, you need the 12 speed with the lower powered engines, else you're just not going anywhere. And I did use the 12 speed in my cheap truck heavy trailer video, as I just said, when I hauled 45 tons with this. Interior, pretty standard in here, but it's very high quality. I'll discuss all that later. Paint jobs, there are quite nice ones in here. I like how you can configure like the black, well, this part here, the bumper. I've got it in this sort of like turquoisey teal colour. But yeah, you can completely mess around with it. Like if you go for like a yellow, and then you can have, I don't know, it'd be like a dark red if we keep that as a preset. Like there, and then this changes this logo here, which I do like, so you can, if you just keep that as a preset, then you can put it in there. So yeah, you can make quite nice configurations with that. It's a shame how it shows the blue bedding in the back, because it does sort of clash, but yeah, I do like that. There's different designs and everything to choose from, which I do like. Just playing around with it now. Look at that, that's pretty cool. But if we just make it white for now whilst we're configuring, so you can see what's going on. So starting off down here, 2 different versions of the bumper. You can have it with the almost like fog light cutout areas, which I don't really like, to be honest. It looks like you got like a cheaper option, so I'd go without that. You can remove it if you want better ground clearance, but again, I'm not sure if the bumper's actually modelled, or if it's a physical part, so I'm not sure if it'll clip into the ground. So maybe if you're doing quarry work, go for that. Then on the headlights, you can go for 2 round ones rather than this more rectangular one. Personally, I do prefer the rectangular. I just think it looks a lot better. The grille, you can change that to Roman Diesel. I mean, that's really nice. If we go for like a blue, maybe. It's all a bit bright. Can we go maybe there? You can sort of see like the painted slats there, and then the chrome. That looks really good. Then there's loads of options up here for different logos. You got the plastic version, closer together, DAC, not sure what that stands for, and you got painted versions, and then another DAC logo, or you can completely remove it if you want. Blue squares, I'll go to that in a bit. That's on the inside. Basically painting the steps or making them plastic, completely up to you. You got the door handle, which is really small, very authentic, plastic, sort of like a metal or paint. Mirrors. Now this is where it gets weird. If you have a look at like the mirror arm, it changes sort of style like that. I've got no idea why. Maybe it's like a safety thing in case someone hits their head or is less likely to hit their head. I don't know, but yeah, it is pretty weird. I'm not sure which one I prefer, but they are quite wide. They go out quite far. You can just go for the smaller arms. It doesn't really affect. Well, I don't think it affects the mirror. Let's go on the inside. In fact, I'd say that's probably bigger, and you get less of a blind spot as well. I don't know, it's up to you. I do actually like that one. Can you get it in paint? Let's have a look. Yeah, you can. Yeah, I do like that. I went for that originally. I think I've changed my mind now. We've got a sun visor, which is green, which, if we change it to white, shame that you can't change it to some other colours. I don't really like that, to be honest. What else we got? We can paint the chassis if we want. It's a bit too white for me, or you can just leave it black. You've got the fenders, as they're called here. You get some metal plating over the top. You can make them sort of heavy duty paint, or my favourite is painted over like this, which when you go for like a darker colour, reflective, shiny darker colour, it looks really, really well put together. I do like that. You can also, oh no, wrong button. Also change the air filter height, depending which one you prefer. And then I think that's it for the outside. On the inside, you can add like the steering wheel accessories. You've got one sat nav, the Cerberus UPQ 500, rolls right off the tongue. And as I said, sadly you can't change this, but you can add like an extra bit so you can stretch out, I guess. I don't know, but it's cool how you got like a bunk bed. Not much headroom. Probably bang your head in the middle of the night. And I'm guessing there's not much padding, so that would hurt a lot. So now I'm going to do a time lapse of me building this truck to my spec. Okay then, so here we are, all fully configured. Now I've gone for this sort of purpley black and white colour scheme. I think it looks really well with this sort of white rim around the wheel, the purple lettering for the Roman logo. I just think it ties together so well. I'm so happy with the spec of this. On the inside you can't really do much, which is a shame, but the colour does sort of come through on the doors. I just think it looks really nice. It's not too over the top, but then it's not too boring either. Now I'll show you around the inside, which is very detailed, as I said. If you have a look and zoom in, I've got it on 400% scaling, and all the textures are so high quality. I mean, wind up windows, the door handle down there, the parking brake is there. And listen to the sound. So cool. You may not be able to see it, but it's got like an embossed Roman logo into the wheel, which is very nice. The wheel's massive. Look at that. Down on the instrument cluster, you've got the hazard warning light. Look how that sort of gets poked in when you turn them on and off. So cool. I'm not sure what that is at the top. Don't know if you can see that in the center. It's a bit weird. But then you got the rev counter. As you can see, I've done 123 miles in this truck. You got the speedo on the left. And then some other gauges, indicators. Oh, why they're not turning off? There we go. We got the high beams, which lights up there. What else we got? That's pretty much it, I think. I'm not sure if anything changes down here. No, I don't think so. We got the temperature controls down there. Sat nav. 3 wipers, which is cool. Listen to the audio as well. Almost sound like F1 cars. So cool. And then when you go to adjust the steering wheel, because I do think it sits perhaps a little bit too far forward, you can't actually adjust the steering wheel, because I found this by accident. When you try and adjust the steering wheel, it actually adjusts the sun visors, as you can see, which I've never seen before. If I try and get it to go over there like that, oh no, it's not letting me. But it actually adjusts them both, right, the left one and the right one, so you can go all the way up, or you can put them both all the way down like that, just to restrict your visibility. But I've never seen that before. As I said, this mod is so high quality and so well done. So let's put that back up. If you had OCD, that'll probably annoy you. In fact, I'm just going to put it up in case any of you do. There you go. Perfect. But that's pretty much it on the inside. As I said, no sort of low textures anywhere. I just wish you could change the pattern. So let's start this thing up. As I said, I went with the 256 turbo engine with 790 Newton meters of torque. We got a 15-ton trailer behind us, so let's see how we do. Should be completely fine. You have to ride the clutch a little bit, but you're away. It's really not too bad. Because the truck's so light as well, it just feels so responsive, which probably helps with the sort of power delivery and everything. Yeah, let's pull out of here. Sort of an appropriate setting for this truck. So listen to all like the rattling sounds as well. They've also been edited. It's just so authentic, everything to do with this mod. Oh, come on, AI, don't be annoying, because how am I meant to pull out there? Oh, yeah, sure. When I go, you just pull out, okay. Oh, okay. May as well not indicate. Wait there, dude. But yeah, we're away. It's not too loud either, but when you get to about 2000, there you go. It really doesn't like being revved too high. And I'll show you, when you go into the red zone, which you shouldn't really do anyway, but when you do, the audio sort of stops. There you go. Audio stops. That wasn't your headphones or anything, that was just the audio. Come on, let's get pulled out. You definitely do have to start in first. I went with the 6-speed gearbox. So you definitely got to work it. But I think once you got up and going, it's completely fine. It feels like it's got lots of torque, which the figures don't really suggest. but it definitely does. I don't know if the figures quoted in the configurator are accurate to what this is actually delivering. I don't know if they've edited it or something, but it feels like it's got at least twice the power. And the visibility as well, because of the lack of safety, the lack of sound insulation and everything like that, the visibility is great. I mean, just look how small the pillars are, and the mirrors are pretty big as well, so why are they not going? Probably because I'm indicating. But yeah, visibility is superb. Right, let's get going. See what speed we can get up to. Let's get back in this lane. But yeah, it just feels so small on the road, and it's so easy to place because he's so low to the ground. Just look at it. I think it looks awesome as well. They've done a really good job on it, like modelling it and designing it. I believe it's Romanian as well. Someone said in my video I did it on it in the weekend. I don't think there's many Romanian trucks. But yeah, look at this. I'm in 6th gear now. Put my foot down. We're doing 80. 85. 90. I mean, it's really, really impressive considering the amount of power this has got. And it's got a 15-ton trailer on it, which is heavy for, again, the amount of power it's got. It's just so nice to drive. And it feels rewarding to drive as well. Because it isn't easy, but it's not too hard, so it doesn't get annoying at all. I mean, we're cruising behind this guy now. We're doing, what, 65 kilometers an hour. It's only just in the eco zone. And it's not too loud. It's not annoying. It's not really drony, which I would have expected. It's just really pretty good at cruising. And it carries momentum so well through these corners. It just makes it easy to flow. And especially when you're driving it in manual, which this truck would be, I'm pretty sure it wouldn't have an automatic option. It's just so fun when it gets to these twisty roads, because you can just change down the gears and just have a bit of fun, really. See how we do up this, because it's quite a steep hill this. I drove this on the time lapse earlier in the week, so let's see how we do. I'm going to keep it in 4th gear, following this guy. He's going pretty slow actually. Alright, we're doing 40 kph. Keeping it in 4th. Speed is still building. I mean, look at this. Climbing and everything. Losing a bit of speed here, but still in 4th gear. Look how high are we climbing? Still in 4th. Flattening out a little bit now. I mean, look how high we are. There we go, speeding back up. I mean, it's just so good, this. If you haven't tried out this mod, I definitely recommend you do. Because it's not as bad driving as you think. In fact, it drives pretty well. Right, let's get some speed up down here. It's tester handling. Look at that. I mean, it doesn't weigh a thing because you just get up so much speed. I mean, we're doing 90 now. I love these roads because they're all undulating, bouncy. Oh, road closure. Brakes are pretty good as well. I'm gonna go down to 20. Right, do you think we can go across there? Why not? Can we get through here? I mean, the truck's so small, we might be able to. Oh my god, nope. I'm not sure why that happened. Look at this. This is bouncy. Testing the suspension. Alright, let's try and get through here without crashing this time. There we go. Let's get our speed back up. Yeah, this drives so well, this. That's what's sort of the main thing about this, I'm finding. It's just a driving experience, it's so rewarding. And it's quite relaxing as well. It's always good to jump in a... Oh, what's this guy doing? Trying to overtake me in my Roman. I think he wants to race. But yeah, it's always nice to jump in these older trucks and just have a bit of fun. You can really see where the trucking game has moved on. I mean, look at that. 65 around there. Ooh, bit of a jump. And he just handles it perfectly. These trees are a bit overgrown. I want to go in the middle of the road. And look at it. I love these roads. They're so bouncy. Oh, this is tight. They really need to cut those trees back. And his steering's really nice as well, really responsive. And there's just not much body roll. Drives a lot like a Scania, which is quite a lot of praise. And looks like we're taking a left here. What's this guy doing? Brakes are really nice, as I've said. The only sort of time you can tell the lack of power is when you're on a hill. You have to sort of start with the brake. You really have to give it some power to get it going. You can't really let it roll or anything. There we go, just about got it going. Oh, it's wipers. Oh, brake. There we go. Why is it so busy all of a sudden? What's all this about? Put it in neutral. Oh, it's a tank there. It's a bit random. How did that get up there? It's like it's sunk into the ground. And look at that truck. It looks so awesome. I just love the design of it. Alright, are we actually going to pull out of here or what? Oh, he's going for it. Alright, can we get in behind him? Yep. What's that? Bit of a bump in the road. And back up to speed we go. Right, how far we got? We got 91 miles, so we've only done 70. Look at that. It takes so long to drive around this part of Pro Mods because of all the traffic and then all the twisty roads. Alright, let's get some speed up and see how we do. Alright, let's try and go for an overtake whilst we can. Come on, little Roman. Probably not the safest place, but there you go. Alright, I think we got him. Yeah. Not great for overtaking. I mean, from about 90 kilometers an hour, which is about 55 miles an hour, there isn't much left in it because you're nearly at the top of the sort of the rev range in 6th gear. Obviously, no retarder whatsoever. No option for a retarder, even in 12 speed. So you're on your own. Alright, so it looks like we've got a bit of a straight coming up. Let's see what speed that we can hit. I think our destination's just in a town down here somewhere. But yeah, let's see how we do. So we're doing 80 into 6th. I love this road, the way it flows around. Yeah, I think the town's down there, look. See if we can see the drop off actually. Just looking at the map. Is it down there? No, I can't see it. But yeah, we're doing almost 100 now. We've got a bit of a downhill section. Right. So it can hit 100 with a little bit of help from gravity, but yeah, to slow it down now. But yeah, to conclude, I definitely recommend you taking a look at this mod. I mean, it's really, really well put together by Madster. The customization's great, the driving experience is great, and it's just a lot of fun. It's really, really enjoyable. Let's just slow it down. And all the textures are good as well, which is always nice. You don't want to drive a mod that's got low textures, because it just ruins the experience, ruins the immersion. I mean, look at the handling around here. I'm hardly going slow, and it just grips. It doesn't roll or anything. Yeah, I think we're just pulling into the town now, and into 4th. Let's just head down here. Love the lake. So cool. It's very, very industrial. It looks pretty run down as well. Yeah, I just love this area in Pro Mods. It's so cool. I mean, all the roads are really nice. Like back there where I showing you the way it undulates and everything. It's so nice. Yeah, which way are we going? Looks like we're going straight ahead. 70 limit through here apparently, so let's just back off. Love that underpass, so cool. Right, which way are we going? We're turning in here, I think. I mean, look at all the textures and everything. It's so nice. Yeah, looks like we're in here. Where are we parking up? We'll see what this thing's like to reverse with. This road's very unusual. Wait, was that? Oh, I thought it was a Model X then. Oh dear. Perhaps cut that bend a little bit too much. Hopefully that's not damaged it. No, it's alright. Alright, let's turn in here. Be careful of those cables. No, it didn't hit him. Right, let's go this way. I think if I'm right, I remember in the audit, not enough power. Come on. We've got a bit of wheel spin up here. Look at this. Right, if I remember correctly, in these places when it's there, it's sort of up the middle bit. This trailer is actually quite long. It's pretty deceiving. Right, we've got to get enough power to get up here. Enough speed. Oh, that was my fault. Missed the gear change. No, we're going to have to go back down. My bad. We're hitting something. What's going on here? I've got no idea. Not the parking brake's not on or anything. It's like not moving. Like even when I put the power on, I mean look, no power now. It's like it's stuck on something. Sorry if I'm knocking the microphone. I think it's that, look, it's like the trailer's stuck in the floor. I'm just gotta get that wheel down and then it should be fine. So at the moment it's just being dragged further in. I'm not actually sure why it's doing that. Right, come on. I have to start turning it. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Yep, there we go. Messing this up badly. Let's keep him first. And there we go. So yeah, so it's just easier to keep him first, basically. Right, let's line this up. Is it not taking that? Let's do it a bit better then. Oh, I'm making a mess of this. Oh, it's taking that. There we go, there we go. That'll do, that'll do. Not the best parking in the world, but definitely a lot of fun manoeuvring this about. So thank you for watching that. If you did enjoy it, please do give me a like, subscribe for more, and hopefully I'll see you again soon. Goodbye.